pals.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Jabby Kawai, currently on vacation. I was not planning to shoot anything this week at all because I'm not in an ideal spot at the moment to be shooting anything at all. It took me about 90 minutes plus to get this set up. But, you know what? I saw the Christopher Nolan trailer dropped, and I was like, I have to do this. It's Nolan. The Odyssey official trailer dropped several hours ago, in fact. I know nothing about the Odyssey. I just know Nolan. The only Nolan film I haven't seen is his first one, The Following. Outside of that, I've watched every single Christopher Nolan film, and I'm not about to stop today. We're going to watch the Odyssey, at least the trailer right now, and then we'll discuss from there, okay? Oh boy. Lots of death.
After years of war,
Immediately Gladiator feels, even though
no one could stand between
not the same
my
at all.
men and home.
I got goosebumps.
Not even me.
Immediately. Whoa. Oh no. You can always count on Nolan to have great music in his movies. Whoa. What the hell?
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Oh, you will. You will. Okay, we got to look at this again. There's so, classic Nolan fashion. It's a lot of interesting visuals. I'm not familiar with the Odyssey, so there's so much mystery, but it's so intriguing at the same time, and it's unlike anything else we've seen from Nolan.
After years of war,
Man, look at that outfit, dude.
no one could stand between my men and home.
So Matt Damon's character is definitely supposed to be older, very seasoned, has been through a lot.
Not even me.
It's beautiful. Like, I don't even know what that is, but it looks cool. Can you imagine getting, like, sliced and you gotta stay quiet anyway? And all you want to do is cry out. That is crazy looking, whatever the hell that is. God damn, dude, just flew right off. I didn't catch it the first time.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
It seems like with the music, it feels like somber. Okay, I want to see what the hell they were like. Okay, so first off, WTF, dude. That's like a giant. This is I got really engrossed in the video game Assassin's Creed, not Valhalla, but the one before Valhalla. I can't remember the name right now. This is giving me those kinds of vibes of it's like a Greek one. Okay, you know what? I should just look it up now so I can. Odyssey. Oh my god. The fucking name of the game is the same name as the movie. I couldn't remember it. It was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? What you experience in that game, you see here in this trailer. And it's so cool to see it. Like, for me, it's almost like the video game's being brought to life, even though it's not necessarily related. I suppose it's inspired by the same source material. I don't know for sure. I'm pulling that out of my ass. I'm guessing just because of the name. Seeing the giant and whatnot, and the ships, the journey they go on, immediately I'm reminded of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, this right here, I'm like, what are we looking at? Are they zombies? I usually have a big monitor I'm watching stuff on, but like I can't even. I would love it if they'd start releasing trailers in 4K. This is 1080p, so I can't tell what that is. Like undead soldiers or something. Nolan is known for shooting as much in camera as possible. Things look real with Christopher Nolan movies because he is shooting stuff for real. Beginning of Dark Knight Rises, for instance. When you have the situation with Bane, the destruction of that airplane in midair, all that was shot for real. The only thing that was like CGI in The Dark Knight Rises that was very obviously CGI, I think, was, funny enough, the nuclear explosion and the bat plane. I forgot what he called it in the movie, but that was CGI. There's very sparing use of CGI when it comes to Nolan. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, is the giant CGI? Or is it all just forced perspective? It would be Nolan to try to figure out how to do something forced perspective to avoid having to use CGI because he wants it to be just there on film, on IMAX film. I am curious about how much of this movie is in IMAX. If I might be misremembering, but I think I heard that there was actually some re-engineering of IMAX cameras to try to figure out how to shoot on IMAX without the sound being as audible from the film camera, because if you go and watch something like Dunkirk, right, it's switching between the IMAX format and the 35 millimeter format, or even Oppenheimer, because Nolan is very particular. Well, he doesn't like to do ADR. That's the short of it. He doesn't like to do voiceover in post. I think the one exception he made was for Dark Knight Rises because no one could understand what Bane was saying. But generally speaking, he doesn't like to do voiceover. He doesn't like to do ADR, which is re-recording the sound later on. And so when it comes to films like basically any of his films, it's switching between 35 millimeter and IMAX because he's doing the dialogue stuff in 35 millimeter because the sound. That's basically it. Now, what I was trying to do is look up the Odyssey and see how many formats this movie's in. So it says aspect ratio is 1:43:1, which is the true IMAX format, and 1:90:1, which is the taller IMAX format. Technically, it's less IMAX, if you will, but it's still IMAX according to this. And so it would seem that the entire movie is IMAX, the way that this is done. I don't see 35 millimeter film here. I suppose the only true way to watch this trailer in all its glory is to see it at an IMAX theater. It looks beautiful so far. Nolan is one of the most awesome technical filmmakers, and his films are always interesting ever since like my first experience, which is Memento. I suppose it's about time I watch The Following. Now that I've said that out loud on the internet, I have yet to see that film. I tried watching it, and then it was in black and white, and it was a long time ago. I wasn't in the mood for it, and I just checked out. But I'll give it another go very, very soon. And maybe I can do it as a reaction on the channel. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. But I've never seen the film in its entirety. I've only seen like the first 5 minutes. Anyway, this looks beautiful. And it looks like the sets are great. The costumes are great. He's got a great talent in this. I enjoy Matt Damon. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him in this film and seeing what he does. So far, looks cool. So far, looks like he does a stellar job. An interstellar job. The music is haunting and sorrowful, but epic at the same time. I guess that's sort of the phase that Nolan's in right now, because like Oppenheimer was sort of the same thing. It's like haunting and beautiful all at once. I'm very much looking forward to this, and I would love to know your feelings in the comments below. If there's anything you guys spotted that was particularly interesting, I wouldn't want to call it like Easter eggs, but details that perhaps I missed in watching this trailer. I would love to watch this again on an IMAX screen because it's Nolan and he knows what the F he's doing. And it looks beautiful. And Nolan is like, when it comes to his trailers, he's almost like Pixar, or at least the way Pixar used to be, where you got a sense of things, but you didn't get the thing, right? And so I can't even tell how much of the thing we got out of this trailer. I can't tell if this is mostly like misdirection and mystery, but really this is the movie over here. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited to see what's to come from this. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jabby Kuwait. Peace out.